Why am I pausing? I'm pausing because I'm regrouping my mind to activate the muscles that we're trying to work and engage them as much as we can. If you're doing an exercise, when you flip the order, all the weight goes out the window. That's one more reason to not memorize your weights. I'm doing this so you can see me struggle, so you can see what I do when I'm tired, when I want to quit, when I want to stop. I don't stop.
Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah.
You could call this a Bulgarian split squat. I will call this typically an elevated static lunge. Same thing, same positioning. So just notice that static lunge, I was here last week doing this. Today, I'm gonna be, well, here, same position, right? Elevated, doing this from here. Okay, so what is the difference between the two? Because we don't just pick exercises for random changes, we try to pick them based on strategic changes. There's a difference. Some people will just change variables to change variables. The variable we are changing is when you elevate this back leg, it puts you in a little bit more of a hip flexed position at the bottom. So here, I'm more flexed at the hip than I am if I'm doing this here. So the height allows me to lower into the range. What do we know about muscles? We know that the more you lengthen a muscle, it changes how it shortens. I'm not gonna say that it contracts more anymore, which is new, because I've been saying that it does. I'm not sure that's the case. It does change how it contracts. So this elevated position changes how the muscle contracts. Doesn't make it better or worse, it makes it different. So let's do this thing. I'm gonna start with no weight and walk you through technique. One thing to look at is I have something behind this box. I have been in a gym situation where I saw somebody get hurt pretty bad doing this. So make sure the box is stable, because if you have any weight on you and this slides out, that is set up for injury. You want this thing to be secure so that if anything goes wrong, whether it's a slip, you know, so many times I'm with people and they think they have their shit together more than they do. So make sure this is secure before you do it. Body weight, the same principles apply as it did the static lunge. So we're split hip width. The only difference is I'm gonna be able to go lower into the range. I'm gonna start my minute. Time is started. Pausing here, controlling back up. So at the very bottom part of the range, I'm thinking about tightening my ass cheeks, my quads, my hamstrings. Those are the movers moving me. If I put my arms out in front of me, it could give me a little bit more of a counterbalance. My chest is staying up. I'm trying to keep this knee in alignment with this front toe. Pausing here at the top and the bottom. Why am I pausing? I'm pausing because I'm regrouping my mind to activate the muscles that we're trying to work and engage them as much as we can. Notice my speed on the way down. I am controlling my body. I'm not letting my body control me. There's a big difference. Switching legs. Time started. Controlling all the way down. Pause here. Activating this quad, this glute, this hamstring. What I'm doing with my eyes here is I'm positioning myself in front of a mirror so that I can see my positioning. This is one of those things, if you have access to a mirror, really freaking helps. Whew, just to watch yourself in space. Same thing as last week. Freaking balance on this leg is unbelievable. It's time. Rest. So here's the deal. I just don't feel like I need to add any weight. I don't know if if I'm feeling weaker today or if I'm that engaged. I'm not really sure what it is. All I know is I'm towards failure towards that end of the set. So cater to how you're doing. If you feel like you can add some load, add some load. So much of this depends on how far you've pushed it to this point. How much weight you have on a machine or on an exercise is determined by exercise order. So if we started with this, I probably have 45s in my hand. But this is towards the end of the workout. This is our third compound lift. Remember those things. If you're doing an exercise, when you flip the order, all the weight goes out the window. And that's one more reason to not memorize your weights. It's a hard habit to get out of. We are so taught, so ingrained that the weight dictates how successful we were in a session. I fight this every day with people, the same people, for 10 years. So I'm saying it to you because I know if I don't see you, you're fighting the same shit. Time is started. Control. Ooh. Good example right there. That's just fatigue is what that is. There we go. When your body says speed up, what do we say? Slow the down. Man. Switch. Time started. My mind is dialed in to the movement because I'm getting tired, as you can see. So I'm trying to dial the F in. I think that all these things are super important for you to see. I'm doing this so you can see me struggle, so you can see what I do when I'm tired, when I want to quit, when I want to stop. I don't stop. How low do you go? Well, you're going to go as low as you can with control. Right here, if I go any lower, watch my hip. See how my hip dives down? You don't want that. You want to keep your pelvis as neutral as you can as you lower. That means that it's staying relatively level. That takes control to know where you are in space. That's why if you go fast as like they're doing at crunch, When you're doing this shit like this here, there's no way to know where you are in space because you're going too damn fast. You've got to slow down so that you know where's my pelvis in space? Is my hip diving down? Am I maximally engaged with my muscles? If you're going as fast as they are at Gold's Gym, you don't know that. You can't. Whew. Here we go, last leg. Time started. I'll say it once again, I'm not going slow because I'm trying to go slow. The slowness is a product of the muscle engagement. And what that means is that my quads and my glutes are fighting every inch all the way down. Because when I'm here at the top, this is the decision point. This is where I've got a choice. I can let gravity pull me down, or I can maximally engage my muscles and make my muscles fight. Every inch that I lower, there's a big difference. Holy shit. I saw that within one freaking rep. Thank God I've only got 7 seconds. One more. Damn. Rest. That's it. It's good. It's fun. It's good. What are signs that you're following the effort? Are your hands on your damn knees right now? Are you sweating? Are you tired? Are you giving everything you got? Remember, it's all about what you have. Give your max every workout. Do what I'm doing. Follow the tempos. Follow the engagement. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found this beneficial. If you did, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button. This will help me and ensure that my content reaches more people on YouTube. If you want to join the MGB officially, you can scroll down in the description and there are 2 links. One is to the Apple App Store and the other is to the Google Play Store. And you can join my app for free and view some free content. And I also have some really in-depth programs. I have a complete blueprint that's going to walk you through how you can build muscle the most efficiently and the safest way possible. I hope you join me next time.